Hey, y'all.
Hello.
Um, Sydney, I wanted to ask about the second half defense. Um, you guys guarded the 3 point line well, like we talked about
We
before the
did.
game, but it seems like AT got going in that
Yeah, she
second
did.
half, and I think they had 50 points in the paint. So, kind of, what did you see in that second half?
We chose not to bring help. I mean, that's clear as day, and she took advantage of that. Good player. So yeah, it's pretty much that. I feel like there's a little bit in there in terms of transition for those points in the paint, but yeah, I mean, that's basically what that was the game plan.
Quick question: was Slim okay? We seen that she was kind of away from the bench for a little bit and didn't quite look all the way like herself tonight. But
No, I mean, I don't know. She just like all of them. I mean, Kira got banged up, Jade got banged up, so Slim could have something that I don't know about right now. But no, the medical didn't tell me anything in terms of her getting injured during the game.
and one quickie for you, Kara. Um, did you feel that they started to defend you guys differently in that second half? Because you guys kind of came out with a really good start and seemed like you had a lot of juice, but seemed like the offense was harder to come by in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to really figure out how to score and get open when we're getting held. Just being quite honest, like we've learned to adjust and adapt off that this season, but I mean, that was pretty crazy. But we just have to, continue to look at the film and figure out what really shifted, and getting back to what making things easier for everybody. So.
Thank you.
Sydney, kind of picking up on the first question, not to state the obvious, but what makes Alyssa Thomas so difficult to contain? I mean, you guys seem to have her in check for a little while, but containing her for a full 40.
Yeah, I mean, Nate's probably a better. Yeah, I don't know. She's a good player. I just don't have energy for that right now. And all due respect to AT.
All right. What do you kind of take away from the weekend as a whole? 2 games, tight turnaround.
Yeah.
What do you feel like you got better at? What do you feel like you want to keep getting better at?
I have energy for that.
Okay.
Some of our best basketball offensively these 2 games is outstanding. Akira's passing is wonderful today. It's good to see Jade in the groove. Emily had some moments. I'm just thinking about today. Yesterday's a blur, but I just know like we were just man, it was just wonderful basketball today and yesterday. Defensively, very good moments. We were less great, say, in this second half of today, but really good defensive moments. And I want to double down on what Akira said. Is like we're like there's physicality, there's different scouting, um, their their openness and willingness to try to find the solutions and respond to film and they're saying to me, Coach, like hold us accountable, like we want to keep pushing. I don't know if I could ask for anything more, and that was coming from them. So there's a lot of growth and that we see, and we made free throws. These last couple games. I mean, there's all kinds of things. So um, enough to get a split against 2 good teams, and on to the next one.
Just one for Jade, real quick. Curious what you were kind of seeing out there to find your points, and also, we talked before the game about kind of being a back-to-back, and the energy was, and the bench came through with I can't count how many points that was, 28. Um, so what was kind of the message among the bench mob, going into this one?
Yeah, I think when we huddle up before the game, it's just about like we know what we can do as individuals. So just coming in and like the starters do a great job of setting up the game. So just coming in and bringing the same momentum, if not more energy, and that's what we did. For me, like I just saw like an opportunity. I've been watching a lot of film with Jesse, and just trying to take ownership of the offense. Just minor details I wasn't setting up maybe earlier in the season. Now I'm creating more advantages off screens, and that's what we've been emphasizing as a group. So yeah, just trying to find gaps, just try and help my teammates be successful, and that's what I was seeing out there today. So we had some great offense. We're going to continue to build on that. I mean, 19 assists for 24 field goal makes is really good, and that's what we want, that team style of basketball. So we'll keep getting better at that. And yeah, I just find my spot in the system.
Sydney, you talked about what kind of Alyssa did in the second half to kind of get them going, but for you guys, the offense seemed to kind of take a step back a little bit. What changed there for you guys, and how much is it attributed to Phoenix's defense?
Yeah, I think a lot changed in terms of their physicality, to be honest. I thought there were a good amount of fouls that just got overlooked. And then there's other times there's just physical play, But I just really thought that they clearly said just be very, very physical with everybody. We haven't quite experienced the luxury of being able to, get away with that. But we certainly have faced that a few times. And, I'm not going to sit here and cry and moan about it, but I'm going to mention it. I mean, that's what we've been facing.
Kira, 20 points tonight. It seemed like, we know you always bring the fire with this team, but it seemed like there was a little bit more tonight. Is that accurate? Was there something else there for you?
Yeah, I mean, I was hurting this morning. Like, my body was not feeling like I was ready, just off of soreness, and I just tried to dig and find whatever energy I could to just be there and set the tone for the team. I knew we didn't have a back-to-back before. This is new for everybody, and we just had to figure out how to, start it off right. So that was all that was.
Shakira, just going off of the fire that you mentioned, more so around the rim, can you name players that kind of inspired you with that play style you have with all your moves and around the rim, etc.?
Around the rim, let me see.
She's one of one.
Yeah.
One of one. No one inspired Kira. She is her. And that's Kira's style of play. She doesn't steal it from anyone.
They broke the mold. They broke the mold.
Thank you. Well, I guess that's that.
Yeah.
But no, I watch a lot of YouTube highlights. I watch Giannis, his footwork. I watch. I'm having a brain fart, but yeah, I don't remember what his name is. My dad just sent me. He's like, "You need to do this," but yeah, I don't know. It's more so for me just being patient. Like, I have a lot of counters and I use too many a lot of the time. So now it's just like slowing down and using my physicality and my strength to really be on balance when I go up. Now that's really all it is.
But even there, like, I'm thinking of a question asked earlier, is like a huge part of your growth was like slowing it down, and now you can just see all this just going into her bag, and like now we're talking about it as if it's like, like an assumption. But before it was like, especially when she was coming back and getting into her groove, it was like, slow it down. And now it's just like, man, slow as pro and is able to do all that. So it's just fun to signal that and see it and try to add to it. Now it's just throwing passes and just it's all opening up.
That's all the time we have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think it was actually Embiid. What's his name?
Joel.
Yeah, Joel.
Okay. All right. There you go.
That guy.